Every story begins with a quiet morning. But there was something different in the air that day. It felt like the sun over Indore was hiding something. Gradually deepening voice. The bells of Kadrana temple swayed gently. Golden light rested on its dome. As if a dormant power was beginning to stir. Visual of the city unfolds. The smell of tea in the streets. The rustle of newspapers. And the sleepy stirrings of people slowly waking up. A subtle shift in mood. But that day, the wind was whispering something. Now the scene cuts to Vaibhav. Vaibhav, a quiet young man, was passing by Meghdooth garden. Suddenly, the wind changed his direction. There was unease on his face. In a serious tone, a small puddle near his feet started rippling without any disturbance. Tiny waves formed, like a warning. The scene cuts elsewhere. Far away. Kabir was shouting on his bike. "Your hero is here, people, clear the way." With a hint of laughter. His voice echoed through the city. He had no idea this laughter was about to turn into war. Meanwhile, beneath the steps of an old temple, an ancient seal cracked. Stones began to shift. The wind stood still. Very softly, almost a whisper. Old powers were awakening. And the Rakshaks had already been chosen. In a low, serious tone. That day was not like any other. No one knew that something was changing in this city. Camera now cuts to Tanuja. Tanuja, sitting beneath a peepal tree. Wrapped in a sari, calm, meditative. The Rudraksh mala around her neck began to glow. In deep meditation. Eyes closed, but the mind awake. For a moment. As if the wind stopped. And her eyes opened. With a divine glow in them. Elsewhere, inside an old library filled with books. Arjun, flipping through pages. Searching for signs of ancient civilizations. In a slow, thoughtful voice. A symbol kept reappearing. A line, a circle, a sign of light. "I've seen this before," Arjun murmured. Now, Riya gazing out from a coffee shop window. There was a longing in her eyes. As if she was searching for something in this world. In a soft, mysterious voice. Riya Sharma, the most unaware. Yet the closest. Her smile held a secret. One that could change the entire world. Suddenly, the city's electricity flickers. Street lights flicker. For a moment, everything freezes. And then, a flash of light. So bright, it forces your eyes shut. Focus shifts to all five in their separate locations. They were different. They were distant. But in that moment, a faint glow appeared in each of their palms. A symbol. A calling. In a grave tone. The Rakshaks had been summoned. And now, there was no turning back. In a soft, mysterious voice. What the world saw as just another ordinary day was actually the first moment of a great trial. In the old part of the city, beneath a crumbling temple, the earth had begun to tremble. Stones were shifting. Some power was ready to emerge. A woman's shadow, walking on the temple steps. A shadow whose feet don't touch the ground. Her face unseen. But the air around her trembles. In a deep, haunting voice. She was something else. Her energy, unlike anything before. Something within had awakened. Now, all the Rakshaks in separate locations. Vaibhav's eyes lift toward the sky. Kabir's bike stops on its own. Arjun's book closes by itself. Tanuja's Rudraksh begins to burn. Blue light shimmers around Riya's fingers. Camera returns to an aerial view of Indore. The city was no longer the same. Cracks had formed. Not just in the earth. But in destiny itself. In a sharp yet steady voice. These five don't yet know who they are. Or why they were chosen. But now, their journey has begun. A voice carried by the wind. What has awakened? Can no longer be stopped. A glimpse of the 5 elemental symbols: water, fire, air, earth, and spirit. These 5 elements have begun to pulse within their bodies. And their first test is on its way.